Welcome into the DNVR Rockies Podcast. I'm your host, Suzie Hunter, and I've got Tiff here with me. Hello, Tiff.
Hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm so good.
Yeah?
I am so good.
Lovely little Friday.
Lovely little Friday. This is the last time we're going to do this, though.
I know.
It's so crazy. In case, if you guys are listening or watching and you listened to the end of the last show, then you would know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is my last show. We'll talk about it later. But I want to talk about the show that aired earlier this morning. It's a documentary. Kale and I put together a documentary on the 2016 Yard Goats, and I think it's amazing. I think it's fascinating. And as we were like putting the finishing touches on it last night, we realized, because we interview a bunch of guys, we interview like some players, but also Ron Gideon, the Rockies' first base coach, was there in Hartford that season, and we interviewed him, of course. And as we're editing it, I was like, oh my gosh, did Ron Gideon steal this show? Like, he is like the darling of that documentary.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's impossible not to love him after watching it.
I love that. I can't wait to watch it.
He's great. He's like, no griping. I'm like, okay, I won't gripe.
No griping.
No griping. I was like, thank you. Put that on my tombstone.
Yeah, right?
No griping.
Never griped.
I've never griped in my life. I only gripe. I literally only gripe. So I'm going to take that advice. Guys, big weekend for the Colorado Rockies. First of all, we're starting the second half. We're going to talk about predictions, how I think the second half's going to go. This is a huge weekend for Todd Helton, though. Todd Helton's he's already in Cooperstown, but the ceremony is happening this weekend, and he's nervous. He's excited. I want to hear your thoughts on, because now that it's finally here, we've known this was coming since January, and now it's here. It's a big moment for Todd Helton. So if you have some fun Todd Helton memories, drop them in the Toyota chat. Yeah. Hey, Sergio in the Toyota chat, by the way, just watched it. It was awesome. Thank you for watching The Road Goats. It was my favorite thing that I've ever made, I think. It's up there for sure.
Gosh, I can't wait. You and Kale have just been so excited about this. I'm very excited to watch it.
We were also because we were using that computer in there, and this room gets really hot. So, and this computer's just like cooking all day. Things were like a little slow. Like, we were feral. Like, I was like greasy, like leaving here last night when we were finally all done.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, like
hot. We need a swamp cooler in here.
Yeah. I'm like, ugh, I feel gross. But I don't feel gross now. Hey, real fast though. Y'all won't feel gross if you get into some Volo sports, because listen, yeah, you're going to be active. You're going to be a little sweaty, but in a good way, because Volo is the modern day sport and social club, and they have so many events going on in Hartford. Leagues, they have fitness classes, they have events, tournaments, all of that. You can join Volo Pass. You can get Volo Pass for $20 a month. You could get it for $10 because we have a code. Stay tuned. But it's a great way to meet new people, get active in your city. And you can even if you're not in Denver, you can go somewhere else and take all those perks with you in any Volo city. So sign up for Volo Pass. Use the Volo app. The code is DNVR3. That is your trick to get Volo Pass for $10 a month for the first 3 months. We got to mention our friends at Bet365 because they are keeping it so never ordinary. Yeah, they don't do ordinary. They believe every sport should be absolutely epic. New customers can choose between 2 offers when they open an account at Bet365. Use code DNVR365 to sign up. Deposit $10. You can do the bet and get. Place a bet of $10 or $5 or more and get $150 in bonus bets. Or the first bet safety net. Place a bet up to $1,000. And if that qualifying bet loses, you will receive a matched refund in bonus bets. Don't forget about the early payout offer. No lead is safe, and Bet365 knows that. The early payout offer, you're a winner if your team goes 5 runs ahead. You'll get an instant payout, and parlay and same game parlay selections will also be marked as winners. By the way, Tuesdays, the bet and get. $50 across Major League Baseball matchups, get $25 in bonus bets. Okay. The trick is, though, you guys, you got to be 21 or older, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. But guys, download that Bet365 app. Use code DNVR365. And first and foremost, gamble responsibly. Thank you. All right. Let's take a nice moment for me to actually send out the tweet. All right. Hey, Trenton in the chat. He says he'll watch the Road Goats documentary in a bit. It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. It's a work of art. Yeah. Tiff, do you have any Rockies predictions for the second half? I know you're very locked into, all the other stuff you do.
I'm very locked into everything. My prediction is that Star Wars night is going to rock.
It's tomorrow. That's also why it's such a big weekend. Like that. Pull up the towel now. Pull it up now. Pull it up now. We're gonna talk about it later in the show because it's not news. But it's actually really important. This towel is so good. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're showing.
This is a towel.
This is the towel that they're giving away at the Rockies game tomorrow. It's so good. It's actually like high key unhinged.
It's very yeah. I don't know if I really wanted a towel where I could lay on Charlie Blackmon. You know what I mean? Like this is just like a very strange towel.
You know what? It's definitely different than the other towels I've seen as giveaways. I loved the meerkat one. That one's hanging up in the art hole.
Nice.
But that one's weird. Like this one's at least hilarious.
Cool poster. Like this is definitely a cool poster, like a cool little piece of art or something. But a towel that I'm gonna wipe my face I don't know, man. It's a little weird, but I like it. It's unhinged.
Weird. It really is. Also, we were noting, I'm like, why do C-3PO and Chris Bryant look a little too much alike? Like that, are you telling me C-3PO would have been an incredible infielder?
I think so. I definitely think so.
Man, I would love to. Can we sign C-3PO?
He's pretty old at this point.
You know what? That's true.
60.
That's true. Do they have ages or he's a robot?
He's a robot. So when's the last time you had a 60-year-old computer though?
That's true. I have a 2-year-old computer and I'm already time for a new one.
Against a wall, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway. I'm like, still had to finish the tweet. Still had to send it. All right. Hey, Will Carpenter in the Toyota chat. Great to see you guys. Let me know what your second half predictions are because we have some good ones. Yeah. You know what? I'll talk about our coworkers' predictions because we got some very interesting ones. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know all of these, unfortunately. But anyway, okay, so AJ is his prediction is that the Rockies will trade a catcher and Drew Romo will make his debut. I said I don't think that will happen because I was like, they didn't trade Diaz after the All-Star game last year and when his stock was so high. But then again, the Rockies don't make trades when the stock is high. They just let a guy walk away. That's kind of the MO. It just is what it is. But I'm like, I don't know. But then I started seeing there are rumors going around online now. After I posted my Instagram about it, all of a sudden I started seeing posts about a rumor that Diaz might get traded. I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it, obviously. But I'm like, maybe Drew Romo is a little closer. But if no one gets traded, I don't think Drew Romo's debuting this season. I think he's a lock for next season. Because also, okay, we got Diaz, we got Stallings. So unless someone gets injured, we're set. Injuries always happen, though. Dog days of summer over here. And also, Hunter Goodman's been filling in that role as the backup catcher when he's not in the outfield, which is amazing. So I think we might be set unless an injury happens. All right. Wait, hold on a second. We'll come back to the Star Wars towel in a second. John thinks that Michael Toglia will reach 30 home runs. I'm like, that's actually kind of doable. He's hasn't played a ton of games this season because he did spend a chunk after breaking with the team, spent a chunk of time in Albuquerque, but he's had 16 home runs this year already.
Halfway? Almost half. He's at 30?
So he needs to get to 30. So we're a little more than halfway in the season.
That's awesome.
I think he only hit 4 last year.
Okay.
While in the times that he was up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, he's gonna mash.
He could get pretty close.
I think he actually could.
I like that prediction.
It's in the realm of possibility. Justin thinks that Charlie Blackmon will hit a home run on the game when they honor Todd Helton. That's August 17th. Very doable. Well, Charlie Blackmon loves a special occasion home run. He has homered more on his birthday than most players.
I love that.
So listen,
I'm gonna make this about me.
No, he's celebrating.
No, totally.
He's celebrating. He's not making it about him.
Yes, you're right.
No, he's, I mean, like a cancer man would, but he wouldn't. No, he's emotionally intelligent. He would. He wouldn't? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, Charlie Blackmon, I think he's going to hit a home run on August 17th. Place your bets now on Bet365. Spencer's wild. Spencer thinks that Rockies starter will have a second half ERA under 4. That is a lot. But then again, okay, we got German Marquez back, and his first start, got a little rocky, But otherwise, I don't know. I think he's going to settle back in. I think German Marquez is going to be good. And also, Kyle Freeland has been on a tear since he got back from the injured list. So that is, I could see that happening. Spencer was really crazy on this one, though. He thinks that Charlie Condon, the Rockies' first round draft pick from like a few days ago, he thinks that Charlie Condon will end the season with an at-bat at Coors Field. I'm like, that is a little unlikely. Not impossible. Not impossible. We saw the rise of Paul Skeens. We've seen other people, get drafted and debut before the season's up. It happened to an Angels player a couple years ago. So, yeah. Also, Will Carpenter in the chat. Tolia is on a 40 home run, 162 game pace. Yeah, I know he is. It's true. Yeah, he actually could hit 30 or more. he actually could. Let's see. All right, let's bring it back to we're going to bring it back to the towel, the Star Wars towel. That should have just been the thumbnail. It's so deeply unhinged. So deeply unhinged.
The more I think about it, it's more ridiculous.
The more you look at it, the more crazy it gets.
Absolutely. I'm just going to bring this back up.
Yes. Trenton in the Toyota chat. The best part about Star Wars night is that the unhinged photoshops of the players as Star Wars characters. That is a really good one, too. I like that one, too. Yeah. It's a fun night at the park. Charlie Blackmon asked Chewbacca, not a Photoshop. It's giving Chewbacca. It's giving Chewbacca. It is. And then we got Brendan Rodgers on the other side. He's like, I have a good beard. Can I pull off a Charlie Blackmon? Not many can.
He's got like the Padawan. He could just braid it and it'd be like a little Padawan braid. There we go.
Oh.
I'm such a nerd.
I know the word Padawan. Is a Padawan like your
student?
Your student.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Like, I think I understood that. Yeah. But why the braid? Do they braid their hair so people know?
It's like they take like a little piece from the moment that they like are part of the Jedi Temple, and they like braid it as they get older, and then when they become masters, they cut it off. It's like a ceremonial. Yeah.
So are they all running around in rat tails?
Until they're like 18 or until further notice, yeah.
Is that why rat tails were so big when I was in elementary school?
Probably.
Oh, man, I hated them.
Anakin Skywalker, yeah. Probably not just because of that, but probably a big part of that.
Man, did you have a rat tail? Let me know in the Toyota chat. Trent is saying it's more like an apprentice.
Yeah, whatever.
I was going to say mentor-mentee.
Master, apprentice, master, teacher, whatever.
If you can better describe, if you can better describe what a Padawan is, let me know in the Toyota chat.
I say that as I've literally got my Star Wars tattoos on as if I take them off, but yeah.
You are my lifeline to this. you're it. You're everything for me right now. Yeah, guys, let me know what those predictions are. Oh, wait, hold on. One more from Will Carpenter. C-3PO and KB are both tied together with tiny screws.
That's kind of funny.
Oh, Chris Bryant, get well soon.
Get well soon.
I don't know if we'll see Chris Bryant in the second half of the season. That's one of my predictions. I don't think we will. I think he's going to sit it out. Also, I mean, listen, if Michael Tolley is going to be playing first base and hitting, 30 more home runs, then we should just keep Michael Tolley at first base. Please. So yeah, Todd Helton, we mentioned this is the big weekend. He's going to Cooperstown. There's going to be a lot of Denver media in Cooperstown this weekend too. I know Luke from the Gazette's going to be there. Saunders from the Post is going to be up there. I'm sure Thomas Harding will be up there, but I haven't talked to him. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of good content. So we'll be so covered out here. We'll be so covered. Trenton in the Toyota chat, big Star Wars guy here. Field questions if you need. I want to see who knows more, Trenton or Tiff. That's for another time.
That's for another time. I will say, this was from like a couple weeks ago. I went to Denver Comic-Con and I missed the panel, but one of my favorite panels that I go to is the Star Wars trivia panel because I like to see where I stand. I don't usually do that well, but I like to see where I stand.
I like that. Nerd. How do you normally stand?
About a little better than average. I'd say I usually get an 80% on the test.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd be really locked in to like do well on a test because like the lore is so vast.
There's so much, and they're like, just like, what's the planet of this random thing that they went to in this one scene of this? I'm like, oh god,
how many freaking planets are there?
There's so many. It's vast.
Is it an infinite universe?
It's vast. Yeah,
cool,
it's huge.
Dope.
Anyways.
Cool. Great. All right, you guys. All right. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about Todd Helton, MLB Central. I was watching that earlier this morning. D-Row on MLB Network was talking about just like how fun it was to watch Todd Helton when he was playing for the Braves. They were pulling up his numbers from 1998 to 2005. He had a .338 batting average during that stand. Like that, during that span, rather. That's insane. That's like literally 7 years, you guys. Okay. Like, that's wild. It's unreal. And that's why he's a Hall of Famer. So you can't even argue that he's not a Hall of Famer. First of all, he literally is going to be as of this weekend. And he's got numbers that no one else has put up. So kick rocks if you disagree. Thanks.
I think kick rocks has become one of my like favorite like little things to say to people.
I haven't said it in a while.
Yeah.
Usually I say more vulgar things, but
just like it's got like a good oomph to it. Just
kick rocks. Honestly, it like has the effect of a curse word, but it's like not bad words.
Yeah, for sure.
Not bad words. All right. Guys, I'm choosing to be so chill right now. And if you want to choose chill, that's how you know it's a great time to choose Coors Light. You guys, Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. And when you grab that can, when the mountains turn blue, that's how you know it's cold enough for the crew when you're ready to embrace that chill mindset. It's a good time to choose chill and crack open a Coors Light. Coors Light is that cold mountain refreshment, crisp and refreshing, just like our beautiful Rocky Mountains. All right, make the most out of the times you choose to chill. Choose Coors Light. Get Coors Light delivered straight to your door with Instacart by going to CoorsLight.com/DNVR. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. We got to mention our friends at Circa Resorts and Casinos. Stadium Swim is where it is at, you guys. Have you been yet? Half the company's been there. They were doing shows from Stadium Swim. It was kind of wild.
I've got to see it from afar, but never like been down there. I've gotten to see it. Looks fun. Looks super cool with that giant 90-foot screen.
It's bigger.
It's bigger. Wow, how big is it?
143 feet.
Is it?
It's 143 feet, you guys. It's its own galaxy, far, far away. 143 feet on that LED screen. It's open all year. You can fit 4,000 people at Stadium Swim, okay? But it's going to feel fun because there's two different swim bars. There's a ton of cabanas. There's super cabanas that hold up to 50 people. So you can have just this big fun party with all your friends. I imagine it'd be great for bachelor or bachelorette parties. But it's also great for catching all the games. Again, you can like really see it all there. You can really see it all. Guys, experience Stadium Swim and watch your favorite teams at Circa Resort and Casino next time you're in Vegas. How's that sound? All right. Let's talk about some more second half predictions. I know this was like a thing going around during All-Star Week. Earlier this week. This was days ago. It feels like it was forever ago, doesn't it? So the New York Post asked Ryan McMahon if he thought he was going to get traded, and he was like, no, and like told the New York Post, like, why didn't any one of us ask him about this? Like, probably because we knew the answer, or we had a feeling, because I was not surprised by this at all. Ryan McMahon had a conversation with Bill Schmidt before the All-Star break, and like, he's not getting traded because he wants to stay, and they don't want him to go, so he's gonna stay. There's gonna be no trade. That's not a surprise. There are plenty of guys who want to stay here, you know? No, Will Carpenter. Mac is not getting traded. Roger, okay, I think if Rogers hasn't been traded already, I don't think he is going to because, I don't know. It's like hoarder energy. It's like, that's a guy who's like, he's a high draft pick, like Bill Schmidt, like scouted him, like that's his guy. Like I could never see a situation where Brendan Rodgers goes somewhere unless he like demands or like asks to go somewhere. But yeah, also like Rymack doesn't want to like move across the country right now. Like his wife just had a baby. Like they've got a 4-month-old daughter. Like they're busy. They didn't even get like a vacation. They had to schlep all the way down to Texas for the All-Star game. It looked like they had a lot of fun. It looked like they had a good time though. But yeah, he will not be traded, according to him. The source is him. Will in the Toyota chat, are you going to try the new ice cream polar pasta at the ballpark? Oh my God. Tiff, did you see this?
I just found it so I could pull it up. This is crazy.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this just came out. Aramark at all the different like Aramark parks across the country dropped these like second half foods. Yeah. We can talk about the Kansas City one in a second, but like the Rockies one. Okay, so it looks like spaghetti and meatballs. It's like vanilla ice cream, and it's like it's gone through some kind of like thing, but it looks like spaghetti.
Yeah. Definitely.
What is the word I'm looking for? Not like a meat grinder, but like
pasta.
Like kind of like a pasta mill, but
mill.
It's just ice cream. And like the meatballs are donuts,
donut holes,
and
strawberry syrup, and mint.
Yeah, like that. Someone like commented on our post about it, and they were like, "Oh, I hope that's not basil." I'm like, "It's not. Read the description. It says it's mint."
Also, why would basil be on ice cream?
I mean, listen,
like
you ask that question.
I get it, but like people make me laugh.
You ask that question, but like the Kansas City one is crazy. I'm gonna Slack this to you right now so we can pull it up. It's actually okay, there it is.
Gotcha.
So the Royals are coming out with a food. It's called the Taste of the K taco. It's a hot dog wrapped in a cheeseburger quesadilla with barbecue brisket, French fries, lettuce, onions, sriracha Cracker Jacks, and 816 sauce.
I don't hate it.
I do hate it.
Yeah,
it's doing too much.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on.
There's no theme here.
No.
I'm like, I don't know what any of these things have to do with each other.
Is this a hot dog? Is this a taco hot dog with kettle corn? I don't know.
And there's freaking sriracha Cracker Jack. First of all, I don't know if I would I love sriracha. I like Cracker Jack. Yeah, I don't know if I want that combo.
I like a sweet and spicy together sometimes, but that just doesn't sound appealing.
Yeah, they're also just like, they're not from the same genre of food.
Yeah.
Oh,
Will calls it a pasta extruder.
Thank you. I feel like I should know that. Like I literally used to be a food writer. But like, listen, when you don't exercise that part of your brain, it goes dumb.
Definitely.
That's why I'm dumb now, because I stopped using my brain. No. Trenton in the Toyota chat, polar pasta, completely unhinged. This show also completely unhinged. We are just like all over the place. No, but I will say, I posted on like the DNVR Rockies account. I was like, we have weed in Denver and we still didn't come up with something like that.
I know.
And then someone was like, they have weed in Kansas City.
Yeah, but we're yeah, it's probably not good weed.
Do they?
It's probably not good weed.
Someone I know is getting married in I think it's next weekend, but like I have a friend who's coming into town for it. And he was like, he was just like asking me about weed, and he was like, I forget like what he asked, but like I was like, no, like we all just like have our vapes on us at all times. Like every person in Colorado has 3 vapes on them at all times.
Yeah.
You gotta at least have the weed vape and the nicotine vape. Everyone has it on them always.
Yeah. If you're like me, I just have 2 weed vapes.
Yes. It's like you have to have like the indica and the sativa.
Yeah, I got both.
You gotta balance. You balance yourself out. All right. Hey, Justin Berger is in the chat. Welcome to the party. It's a party. If you have thoughts about any of the new ballpark foods that have dropped this week, let me know in the Toyota chat. I will be tracking down the that ice cream pasta tonight. I'm not totally sure where it is.
Oh, it had it in the news article. It's above section. It's above section 119.
Oh, cool. That's great.
Yep.
That's on the way to nachos.
Yep.
Yeah. The nacho stand I always go to is in section 110.
That's crazy.
So it's on the way. So I'll get my nachos, and on the way back, I will get the pasta. Or more likely, I'll make 2 trips. Already thinking about those nachos, man. Already thinking about
Already
them.
thinking about those nachos.
Already thinking about them. All right, let's reel it in. So yeah, big second half prediction is that I'm going to try the ice cream. The Rockies. We got to talk about what the Rockies are actually going to do on the field, though. The Rockies are currently on pace to lose 105 games, which is 2 games worse than they did last season. They're on pace to have a final record of 57 and 105. And that's terrible. That would be a franchise worst. That would be 2 years in a row of reaching a franchise low. So yeah, today is game number 98. Okay. So here's the thing. I crunched some numbers this morning. I was feeling a little saucy. I was like, okay, how are the Rockies actually going to do in the second half? Long story short, okay, first of all, like, hold on. Here's what my iPad looks like. I was crazy this morning. So I was like, okay, some interesting numbers that I wanted to point out. The Rockies are 5-12 on getaway days. So if that stands, they'll be 6-15 on getaway days for the rest of the season. Okay. Like, okay, that's interesting. Actually, the Rockies have like a better interleague record than anything. So basically, like, we can expect to see the Rockies win at least 1 game if they're playing a 3-game set against someone from the American League. Okay. Against the NL Central, they have a 280 average. So lucky to win a game in a 3-game set, could expect to win one in a 4-game set. Terrible record against the NL East. And that's even against the Marlins, because the Marlins swept the Rockies and they are not doing well. Are the Marlins? Let me check if the Marlins are doing worse than the Rockies or not, because they've kind of just been all right. So the Rockies are not the worst team in baseball now that I'm double checking. They still have the Marlins and the White Sox doing worse than them. Marlins not doing that much worse though. Like, they're pretty neck and neck. Anyway, 214 average against, or a 214 winning percentage against the NL East. So basically, like, if the Rockies win any games in a series against the National League East, like, they're lucky, just according to the numbers. Okay. But I was crunching some numbers. I was like, okay, you know what? I think the Rockies are going to do a little better in the second half than they did in the first half. First of all, the start that this team had was brutal. And I don't think we'll see that kind of stretch again for the rest of the season. Also, like, we're getting some key pieces back, and I think that'll be helpful. I think the Rockies are my prediction is that they're gonna have the same record as last year. Same exact one. Yeah.
Interesting.
Trenton,
not worse than the White Sox, but
no, definitely. They'll do better than the White Sox, I think.
Which is all we can ask for.
Which is all we can ask for. Trenton in the chat, Rockies have won on Saturday nights at home. Okay, here's an interesting thing. So I was looking at the breakdown of days of the week. There is only 1 day of the week where the Rockies do not have a losing record. Can you guess? Take a guess a day of the week.
So it's not Saturday.
I'll tell you that it's not Saturday.
I'm going to go with Sunday.
No, it's Friday.
Oh, okay.
The Rockies are 7-7 on Fridays. Yeah. And I think the next best day is Thursday. And their worst day is Tuesday. I think they've won like 2 games on a Tuesday the whole season. Yeah. Let's see. Guys, again, yeah, second half predictions. Drop them in the Toyota chat, because that is what we're here for. Yeah, it was fascinating. I went crazy. Is there anything else on this, like, insane scribbling that is worth noting? But yeah, if they keep up the pace that they were on, they're going to win 23 more games. I think they'll win 25 more games. Okay. That is my prediction. That's that. Oh, one more thing that I want to note, though. So the Rockies, when playing a team above 500, the Rockies have a pretty good record when playing teams at 500 or higher. They're 20-21 When they play teams below 500, they're 13-42. Like, that is insane. It's insane that one of the bottom 3 teams in baseball is like one game away from being. Actually, they might be 21-21 because I think when they played the Mets, these might be numbers from before that game. Anyway, my point is there are a lot of series coming up against teams that are above 500. We can get into the schedule. Should we get into the schedule? Let's get into the schedule. So yeah, we're going to run through the whole thing. So like the Giants are in town tonight. Also, Rockies have a good record on Friday nights. So I think the Rockies are going to go 2-1 this homestand. The Giants are not above 500, by the way. They are the only other team here in the NL West with us that is not above 500. The Red Sox are in town after that. And also, they're really good. So I think the Rockies are going to steal 2 from them. That's my prediction for the weekend. Then the Rockies go to San Francisco for 3 days, but it's 4 games. It's a scheduled doubleheader next week. And then they go to the Angels for 3. Then the Padres are above 500. The Mets are above 500. The Braves are. So are the Diamondbacks. Obviously, the Yankees are. Okay, my point is there are a lot of like big, powerful teams coming through. And only 2 of them are from the NL East. All right. Justin in the Toyota chat. Do you think the Rockies will trade Brendan Rodgers? I think that's what you're asking. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I just don't think so. I don't see it happening. I feel like if it would have happened, it would have happened already. But again, we never know because the Rockies always do find a way to surprise us one way or the other, you know? So yeah. Also one weird thing about the schedule, the second half schedule. In the month of September, there is only 1 Monday game. Just 1. And that's it. So enjoy your Mondays in September. They'll be Rockies free. You can do anything you want. All right. Jeremy in the Toyota chat is predicting another 100 losses. Do you mean like just in the second half? Because mathematically, not possible. But yeah, I do unfortunately think just at this point of the season, like they're just in such a hole. I think they will still hit that 100 loss mark and then some. I think it's going to be the same record as last year. If it's 1 game better, that'll be great. Because like my whole thing at the start of the season, I was like, no, it's going to be better than last year. Just you watch. And that aged so poorly because they started the season worse than they've ever started a season. Like, man. Yeah, Trenton in the Toyota chat. We're playing 500 ball just on Fridays. Just on Fridays. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Also, the rest of baseball heading into the second half. Have you guys looked at the Phillies? Okay, like I'm not just talking about the Phillies to talk about the Phillies. They are like by far the best team in baseball right now. Like they have an almost opposite record of the Rockies. They are 62-34 versus our 34-63. Okay. The next closest team, the Guardians, 58-37. So like the Phillies are just like on a tear this season. Good for them. We don't have to see them again. We don't see Cleveland again. We will see the O's. They are 58-38. We will see the Yankees. They're 58-40. We will see the Dodgers a couple more times. They're 56-41. We're going to see the Brewers. They head out there. 55-42. We still have to see the Twins. 54-42. Yeah, same record. Okay. We still have to see the Braves. They're 53-42. Red Sox, 53-42. All right, so like a lot of... We're facing a lot of good teams is the point. And usually, I guess, the Rockies kind of like rise to the occasion when they're playing teams that are doing much better than them. Which is nice. But what's happening when they're not? It's a shame. One last point I was going to make. No, I forgot it. Oh, wait, hold on. Now I remember. So, yeah, the Rockies are, by the way, 22 games back from the first place spot in the National League West. So there you go. There you go. We're in a hole. We're in a big hole. And it's fine. We're just going to watch it. We're going to enjoy it. Again, very entertaining group of guys. I think we're going to have an interesting second half. That's my bold prediction, is that's going to be interesting. Okay. Yeah, because a lot of guys with some bright futures. So bright, maybe I need some shades from Shady Rays. Guys, Shady Rays, they have... Listen, we all have some Shady Rays. My favorite thing about Shady Rays, I mean, first of all, they're super cute. And when I lose them, it's not an if I lose them, it's when I lose them. They will replace my sunglasses if I break them or if I lose them. So yeah, you don't have to worry about that. They have the most insane protection in all of eyewear. If you don't love your shades, you can exchange them too within 30 days. So truly like a no risk situation. I know that's like the big thing when shopping online. They'll take care of you in some way or another, you guys. But yeah, get ready for the summer, for the rest of the summer. We have so much left, and they have quality shades that are built to last. But Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company. They have a world-class product rated 5 stars by more than 300,000 people. Durable frames, crystal clear optics. They're so perfect for all your outdoor adventures or your outdoor brunches. But guys, this is an exclusive deal for our listeners. Shady Rays is giving out their best deal of the season. Head to shadyrays.com. Use code DNVR for 35% off your polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by more than 300,000 people. Got to mention our friends at Raising Cane's. On your mark, get set, eat. Because make a pit stop at Raising Cane's. You're going to get those craveable hand-battered chicken fingers. They are always cooked to order and made just for you. So race in for delicious chicken finger meals served up fast. Also get some crinkle cut fries, some buttery Texas toast, the creamy coleslaw, the secret Cane's sauce. Yum. Find your local Raising Cane's or order online on the app or on their website. But yeah, for cook-to-order hand-battered chicken fingers, race into Raising Cane's. Turbocharge your chicken fingers and get them even faster by ordering online at raisingcanes.com or through their mobile app. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love. There we go. In the Toyota chat, hello, Albert. Great to see you. All right, what else do we have going on in the world of the Colorado Rockies? A couple transactions happened around the All-Star game or around All-Star break. Hey, listen, while in Texas, why not claim a guy off from the Rangers off waivers? Why not? So the Rockies claimed lefty Antoine Kelly off waivers and then DFA'd lefty Josh Rogers. He's since been outrighted to Albuquerque. So yeah, one lefty arm on the 40-man for another. Why not? Why not? But yeah, so that's happening. Also, Rockies picked up a couple lefties. I know you can never have enough. Truly. Trenton in the chat though, Raising Cane's does sound really good right now. Yeah.
Always.
Oh my gosh. So the 2025 Major League Baseball schedules came out yesterday, and the Rockies absolutely nailed it with the announcement. Tiff, I don't know if you saw this. Oh my gosh. So they had a bunch of players. It was like Kyle Freeland, Nolan Jones, Cal Quantrill, Ezekiel Tovar, Ryan McMahon. They had them come into the interview room and they handed them markers and they had them draw Major League Baseball logos from memory. And so they were doing that in the video, and it's all funny because some of them are just unhinged.
Totally.
Like, none of them are great at drawing. Some of them are better than others. Tovar was just like, I can't draw and I won't draw. He just wrote out San Diego for one of them. But they used that to show the schedule, like the logos that they drew.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, that's really good. Like, it was funny. I was like, oh, this is some of the best stuff that Rockies Social has put out in a while, or in a hot second though. Shout out to you guys. That was a good one. But yeah, use their art to announce the schedule. Nolan Jones drew the Mariners logo with the S, the 6-line S, from elementary school. It's that is an unhinged way to I'm like, that's not the logo. He's just being funny. He's just being funny. Oh yeah, but anyway, some things to note. The Rockies open the season in Tampa, and then the home opener is against the A's. So that'll be fun. Anything else of note happening? So yeah, I'll give you some dates. So yeah, opening day on the road, Thursday, March 27th, and then they have an off day on Friday. I don't know why. I know a lot of teams will have off days on Friday after opening day because March is famously terrible weather, but Tampa's inside. So I don't know why they have the off day. I guess it's just like a schedule quirk. But anyway, 27th is opening day. Friday's an off day. It's a 3-game set in Tampa. Then they head to Philly. They never go to Philly this early, but they'll be in Philly March 31st. So this is also a very weird way. So it's Thursday on, Friday off, Saturday on, Sunday on, Monday on in Philly, off day Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday. So like there's a lot of wiggle room built into the first week of the schedule. I just don't remember the Rockies ever having 2 off days during the first week of the season. If you remember, let me know in the Toyota chat. But yeah, opening day in Colorado. It's going to be Friday the 4th. The A's are going to be in town for a 3-game set. Then the Brewers will be in town. They'll finish the season on the road in Seattle, very far, and in San Francisco. Yeah, so they'll finish. Yeah, the last road trip is Seattle, San Francisco. Last homestand will be against the Angels. It's a wacky schedule this year. It's interesting. Yeah, and then that's... Hold on, Trenton in the chat. Yankees over Memorial Day weekend. Oh, that's another good point. That'll be wild. Also, oh my gosh, that will be a crazy week because the Phillies will be in town. Obviously, never a normal series. And then it'll be Yankees. So we're just gonna have a lot of East Coast energy in town for Memorial Day weekend. And that might be a little too much. It might be a little too much. But they won't be in town on Memorial Day. They'll be in Chicago. And that's that. I know. Cool story, Suze. Great stuff. Some other baseball news. I saw a report. Someone tweeted, a verified Twitter account, which doesn't mean anything anymore, tweeted that they heard from a source that Trevor Bauer is ill and he might have cholera. He's playing in Mexico right now, by the way. But he might have cholera. It's possible.
That must be fun.
That sounds fun.
That sounds super fun.
Good for you.
I didn't know you could still get that.
I'm going to say something awful, but I don't want to get sued. Like, how many people told him to eat shit? And then apparently he did.
I like it.
Thank you. Mike Trout's in a commercial for Twisters, the movie. Because Mike Trout, baseball's most famous weather nerd, is in a commercial about the movie Twisters, which I love. Fun stuff. I have no other comments. The Toyota chat is so chatty. All right. Okay. We got to get real, guys, because we're going to start wrapping up this show, and this is the last time we're going to do this together. I know. It's kind of weird because I feel like I'm here all the time. I will do one more plug of the documentary before, because this is like the one thing I wanted to finish before I departed here. But yeah, it's like 25 minutes long. It's got Kyle Freeland, Ryan McMahon, Armand Marquez, Matt Carasetti, Ron Gideon, again, who stole the show. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, we never really get to hear too much from Ron Gideon. So it's like, oh my gosh, when we do, what a treat. What a treat. There's also a little Where Are They Now at the end of all the guys from that team who did make it to the majors, because it's the Where Are They Now is all over the place. It's like World Series, Savannah Bananas, MIA. It's all over the place. It's a real mixed bag. It's good.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. All right. I'm going to keep it short. So yeah, I'm leaving DNVR. I'm just emotional. It's good. It's a good move. But yeah, I'll still be around Denver. You'll still find me at Rockies games. Haven't mentioned anything on social because I wanted to tell. Oh, stop it. Oh, I hate crying on live on air. I wanted to tell you guys first, though, because you guys are why we do this, the viewers, the listeners. I'm super grateful for you guys. So Okay. Covering this team has been a blessing, though. Darn. It's so funny. So at my last station that I worked at, they were like, "You are not allowed to say goodbye on camera." And I was like, "Oh, that was so mean. Like, I can't believe they did that." And I'm like, "Oh, this is why." Like, no, it's all good stuff. It's just, the closing of one chapter is always very bittersweet. That's all.
Yeah.
But can't wait to be able to tell you what's next. Thank you guys for being here. Stop it. Stop. Don't look at me.
I won't make you sappy.
All right. Let's pretend none of this happened. All right. Guys, there's a takeover tomorrow. I think there are probably still tickets. So head over to the DNVR.com and get some tickets. It's Star Wars night. I think the bus leaves at 4:30. So if you want to do a little party bus, it's a great way to do it. Star Wars giveaway is ridiculous. There's another good giveaway on. Stop with your big sad eyes, Jeff. Lock it in.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. I just won't look at you.
I know. Anyway, the giveaway on on Sunday is the big straw beach hat. The one that looks like the FOCO hats we had last year.
I love those hats.
I still love those hats. So there's a Rockies City Connect version of it that will be the giveaway on Sunday. Oh, there it is. Oh, that's the giveaway on Sunday, even though, they don't wear City Connect jerseys on Sunday. They wear them on Saturdays. But, why not? Why not?
Probably flip their days around, but whatever.
You know what? For some reason, Star Wars Star Wars night has to be on Saturday. I'm sure the schedule worked out that way for a reason. I'm sure I'm the only person who was like, but we don't wear those on Sundays.
Maybe.
But also, you want the sun hat for a sunny day.
I agree.
They don't really have day games on Saturdays.
A Sunday?
A Sunday? A Sunday? I might have a Sunday fun day at the park still.
Sure.
I'll still be at the park today, though. I'm going to live tweet one last game, so.
Try that polar pasta.
I am going to try it. I'm sure it's just going to taste like ice cream and donut holes. Like, I'm sure it tastes exactly what I think it's going to taste like. It has to taste like more like that than it looking like pasta for my brain to make sense of it. Anyway. Yeah. So, yeah. Giants in town this weekend. I think they win tonight. That's my prediction. Red Sox are in town, and then the rest of the second half follows. We'll see how it goes. The Rockies always surprise us one way or another. And yeah, it's been really fun, guys. All right, get me out of here. Someone pull me out of here.
What do you like to say about a show, Suze?
Well, hold on, Tiff. First of all, I'd like to ask you where we can follow you and all of your Star Wars.
I don't care. I'm at Tiffany_Tano. Tano is a reference to Star Wars. That is why it's a thing. Yeah, you can find me on all the platforms under that name.
I love that. You can find me at the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. I think the only platform I'm not on is Truth Social.
Yeah.
If I see
not on Threads yet, but
I'm on. You know what? Threads is not as fun for live sports because apparently their algorithm does it prioritize live things happening, but Twitter does. So Twitter's still good for live sports. Twitter's a freaking sinking ship though. It's very annoying.
Ship. Say all your hot takes, Susie.
Oh,
can't cancel you now.
Twitter sucks and Threads suck. No, everything's great, you guys. Everything's great. You guys are great. Thanks for being here. I know this is a wild team to follow, so this has been fun. We've had fun. We've had great memories. Stop it. Okay. And I mentioned, Suzie Hunter, the Suzie Hunter on all platforms. Stay following DNVR_Rockies for Rockies updates from the social team here. And I guess one last game from my point of view. And Tiff, do you know what I love to say about closing out a show?
What do you love to say about closing out a show, Suze?
I say that's baseball. That's the show. Have a great second half, you guys.
We all silly like the mayor.